Level 3. Here we are at level 3. Let's take a look here. It says construct angle bisector ray RT, then find the measure of angle QRT. Alright, so first of all, QRT is not here. I have to make it. But let's look at this angle. I'm going to measure this angle first. This is angle QRS. Again, I measure the angle by lining up the 0 with one side of the angle, putting the vertex in the center of the protractor, and looking up. And what I see, this is an acute angle. I'm going to choose the lower number because I know it's less than 90. So I'm going to get 76 approximately. So let's just say that this is 76 degrees. Alright, backing up. I'm constructing an angle bisector. That means I'm going to cut this angle in half. Alright, so an angle bisector has 1, 2, 3 arcs. The first arc comes from putting your sharp point on your vertex and swinging an arc. If you guys notice, I moved the paper, not the compass. Okay, what that did is it gave me these two intersections. These points are going to help me with the rest of the construction. So I've made my first arc, and like I said, I have 3 arcs for an angle bisector. Next, I'm going to put my tip on both of these 2 points and swing 2 little arcs. And see, these arcs are the same length because I never changed my compass measure. So from here upwards, and to review actually, ray RT. So if I'm calling the ray RT, then T needs to be this point right here where they cross. And since it's a ray, it doesn't stop at T, it keeps going. That's why I have the arrow up here. Now if you look at these 2 angles, they look to be congruent. Cool. Now, measure of angle QRT. Here's Q, here's R, here's T. What I'm really being asked is, what is this angle? So hopefully it should be about half of 76. Hopefully it should be 38 degrees. That's what we're hoping for. If we've done it correctly, we're going to end up with 38 degrees. So let's take a look here. We put the vertex in the center. We line the 0 up with one edge, and we look up, and look at this. It's 37.5 degrees. There's 38 right there. So we got 37.5 degrees. I'll just write 37 degrees. Anyway, if I thought I was going to get 38 and I got 37, I'm doing good. Cool. Next one. Construct perpendicular bisector line YZ through V. All right, by the way, if you're wondering, that's supposed to say X. I'm sorry that it doesn't. Okay, find the measure of angle WVZ and WV. Alright, I need to make a perpendicular bisector. So a perpendicular bisector has 2 arcs. What I do is I go to one end of the segment and I make an arc. And then I go to the other end of the segment and I make another arc. And these 2 arcs are congruent. What that means is that this point and this point are the same distance from my endpoints. So when I do it, I should end up with a 90-degree angle, and I should have cut this segment in half. So let's see here. My original segment is 4 inches long. So my new segment needs to be 2 inches long. And it is. 2 inches and 2 inches. And my angle, my WVZ, needs to be 90 degrees because it's a perpendicular bisector. Alright, so the name of this has to be YZ. So I'm going to call this point Y and this point Z. And it goes through V. So V is this point here. Aha. So what is the measure of angle WVZ? Well, here's W, here's V, here's Z. If I need to measure this, and I do, I line it up again with the vertex in the center of the hole with one side lined up to 0 and look at it. Is it 90? It's pretty close. It's about 88 degrees, 89. I'll go with 88 degrees. And how long is WV? Well, here's W, here's V. Let's measure it. It should be 2 inches. And look at that. it's exactly 2 inches. So what I've done is I've bisected the segment and made almost a 90-degree angle. Hopefully that's going to be 90. Mine was really close. Anyway, that's level 3, and we're done.